Despite the multiple things trying to attempt to stop me, I don't know if I'm streaming properly or not, but I'm going to fly blind and assume that it is. If anything goes wrong here, you have Twitch to blame. Anyways, welcome back to Planescape Torment, where I'm having a meltdown because nothing wants to play the fucking stream properly right now. Give the phone one more try, but I swear, I'm about ready to throw it out the window. Ping at YouTube. Shut up and get the fucking program running. Sorry, but I'm up to here with this thing. Stop telling me it's charging. I know it's charging. For hell's sake. Oh, God. Anyway. As long as something's there, to hell with it. Anyway, moving along. Gotta focus on the game. Gotta focus away from every freaking technical issue. It all surrounds my useless freaking phones. I really do wish I had a spare laptop or something. Matter of fact, I can't hook it up. I would need a wireless or something to play it off of. Just all of it useless. Anyway. Some questions. I'd like to enter the monastery. I'm here to pay my respects to Yarnia, the woman in the Northwest Memorial Hall.
Done.
Nope, my dude, you are not gonna follow me in. My question is, does she show up? Okay.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned? This is what my eyes see. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal. No, I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond into the lands of the dead. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Whatever the case is, it's not here, not right now. Nope. Not holding for anybody. Anyone tells you to hold, you run.
I'm gone.
Going right over there's where I woke up. There's something about the arch in front of you, something hauntingly familiar. The bone-numbing chill blankets there between these two black pillars, as if the arch itself bordered on some other colder space. For some reason you know this is the portal to the Fortress of Regrets, and all you need to do is open it. Grit your teeth and peel the skin from your left forearm. You etch your teeth, you clench your teeth and dig your fingernails into your left forearm. With a dry, tearing sound, you peel a strip of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal has opened a crack. Examine the skin. This scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. Its scarred gray surface reminds you of zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. Prick your left index finger and inscribe regret in the scrap of flesh with your blood. You prick the tip of your index finger before the wound can heal. You squeeze forth several drops of blood as you prepare to scrawl a regret. A series of images float in your mind. I regret. I regret my actions, I regret my past, I regret events that have led up to this point. You whisper the words to yourself, but the regret echoes through your mind. I regret. I regret all my companions had to suffer for me to reach here. You scrawl the regret onto the scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forces you to stop often to reopen the cut on your finger and squeeze forth more blood. Several moments later, you have finished your blood glistening on the scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regret. Watch it dry. As you watch the bloody regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. You look up at the pillars to either side of the arch are glowing softly, motes of misty blue light drifting from their sides to form a shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain, you can barely make out the weathered stone causeway leading into darkness. Everybody ready? I am yours, till death comes for us both. I see. Grace? I've come this far. It would be rude for me to retire before the final hour. She smiled slightly. Even if you were to ask politely, I would not permit it. I have no choice, then. Anna? Anna glares at Fall for Grace, then turns to you, fires her eyes. If she goes, I'll go, so I will. I will not be turn stag on ye here, I won't. Very well. Dakon, you with me? Your path is mine. Mort, you ready? Mort hesitates, glances at the portal, glances at you, glances at the portal again, then gives a rattling sigh. Look, I'm not gonna say too much here, but, well, there's something I need to tell you. What is it, Mort? Well, it's about what where we're going. Actually, where we've been. Where have we been? What are you talking about? It's too subtle. You almost miss it. It's too subtle. You almost miss it. Dakon's blade flickers, the edge dulling as you glance at him. His hands drop to his sides as if he's preparing for battle. This isn't the first time we've been through this. You see, we've been to the Fortress of Regrets before, though. I don't know it then. You didn't know? How is that possible? It's hard to explain until you've been there. Besides, you don't know the other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the camp with us. I mean, he was looking for some place, but I don't know why, where it was, or what it was, so I couldn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just know what happened when we got there. And what happened? Well, we went to this fortress, and even before we got a foot in the place, we're all split up, fighting for our lives. He shudders. So the first thing I want to tell you is if you're determined to go through with this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through the portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even split up, we may be your only hope. Why do you say that? Because whatever's waiting in the fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. To this day, I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're gonna need someone there to pull you out of that fortress. Mort, I need you to tell me everything you can about the fortress. This is important. This Fortress of Regrets, it stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but it feels more like a plane in itself. It's all stone, all darkness, all shadows, everywhere shadows. Where you go, we go there, and we better be prepared. What happened when we first went there? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I do know what happened to me. I spent my time running from vault to vault, those shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down, then suddenly we were out, like someone had just pulled us back. I see. Is there anything else you can tell me? I can't tell you any more, Chief, except that we're bound to be divided as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place, and it's crawling with shadows. Somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. There's nothing more to say. Are you sure this may be the last time we have a chance to speak with one another? Well, yeah, there's one other thing you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us there, he wasn't like you at all. What do you mean? All I'm saying is that despite all the asinine behavior, you got more spirit than he ever did. The other you, he was detached from everything, so I just want you to keep that in mind. Is that it? No. There's one other thing. I may not have liked the other you very much, but he was one smart basher, and the smartest basher I've ever known. He always had every angle covered. If he died in the fortress, that means, well... You don't think I can succeed, do you? No, not that, Chief. Because it's not always who's smartest, or who's the most powerful, or who's the toughest. Sometimes it just comes down to who you are and what you really want. I mean, once you wanted to become immortal, but in the end this is really what you wanted. Just to be sure what you want this time, that's all I'm saying. Fair enough. Look, Mort, we haven't really talked about this, but you know you don't have to come with me on this place, right? I understand if you don't want to. Yeah, I know, Chief, and I had to lie to you. I don't want to go, but I will. Just know that once we step through that portal, it isn't gonna be just about you anymore. It's about our lives you're playing with, and we don't get to get back up when we die. Then why are you? It's because of what the Ravels said in the maze. Grace's voice is so soft you almost missed it. Isn't it, Mort? But Rel said in the maze said you draw people to suffer to you, like lodestone. Mort shakes his head. Maybe it's because you've been suffering all this time. Maybe when you end up settling things, maybe we'll know a bit more of peace too, maybe. Maybe. So, then you are with me, Mort? Why not, Chief? I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse. I can think of. Why not take you an extra step over the cliff? He gives a rattling sigh. Are you ready? Cause if you're not, I'm ready, Mort. There's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. You with me? Well, I glances at the shimmering blue curtain and gives another rattling sigh. Sure, let's go. I mean, any other place has gotta be better than rattling your bone box and mortuary, right? Alright then. Pause. And Anna's gotta level up. More thief skills. And I noticed that the stream has finally decided to want to stay on my phone, so we have to turn the volume back down. Almost in the 90s for skills. Go! Negative material plane. And the fortress.
All right.
Well. Before you use the ghostly form Deanara, her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. She's standing on the edge of the black stone causeway, staring out into the emptiness of the plain. Deanara. My love, you should not be here. You should leave at once. Deanara, what is this place? Is this the fortress? This is the fortress of regrets. It is the place that holds the moment of my death. My deaf prisoner. And I may not stray far from its halls. If you can find a way back to Sigil, you must. If you stay here, my love, you shall die. What of my immortality? Surely I'm still immortal even here. She shakes her head. No, my love. There's something about this fortress. The shell that surrounds it cuts it off from the rest of the plains. It is that shell that acts as a barrier to your immortality. How could this shell act as an obstacle? That makes no sense. As I have maintained my vigil here in this place, I have come to learn the nature of immortality, my love. It is a thing which hungers for the lives of others. At the moment of your death, it claims another living thing in your place, allowing you to live. The soul that dies in your place, allowing you to live. The soul that dies in your place is brought here to the fortress as a shadow. I believe this shell prevents your immortality from finding another victim. So, when I die, another dies in my place, and if I can't find another living thing to die for me, then if you die in this place, it is the end, for there is nothing that lives here. So you must be careful. Return back to Sigil and leave this cursed place. But my allies are here, and that means they are inside the shell. What happens to them if I die? My love, if you have brought anything that lives with you to this place, then it is in terrible danger, both from the shadows and from you. Should you die here, your mortality will hunt for the closest thing in the fortress that is the one that shall die in your place. You must leave here now. I can't go back. Can you tell me anything else that might be helpful? What waits inside the fortress? There is no natural darkness within the fortress, my love. Only the shades who have died in your place. The engineers of the plane feed them, and their hatred for you is beyond reason. They will not permit you to leave. She throws a glance at the walls of the fortress. Do not enter, I beg you. But my allies are in there, and I cannot leave them. Do you have any idea where they might be? If you brought others, then they were cast from you when you arrived. It is the nature of the place to divide living things, then kill them. She looks distraught. The fortress is a thing of many miles. Finding your friends here will be difficult. I have to find them. There is no choice in the matter.
Updated my journal.
Very well, my love. If you intend to go on, you must know this. Past the entrance to the fortress is a great antechamber of countless shadows. You must move swiftly, and not let them gather about you, or you shall surely be slain. One more thing. Yanara pauses as if trying to catch a fleeting memory. Within the chamber of the great clocks, her voice becomes sadder, more certain. Steadier, more certain. Clocks which you spoke of once as having been the key to you escaping that chamber. When you were trapped there once, she looks at you. I know I cannot stay you from your course, my love. I shall watch for you and hope that help you if I can. You have my thanks, Dianara. I must now go. Nothing else out here, nothing else out here. Back this way.
Great power is here.
Ah, the sorcerer. I have need of you. There are creatures that must die.
Spectral light comes from deep within the fanged pools.
Done.
And what is he doing to Ignis? Okay. Where am I right now? Alright, going back that way is likely not to take me where I want to go. running, keep running, keep running.
I'm hurt.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, and then shit. Gotta be faster than that, boys. Ooh.
This is it.
Ancient machine looks like a forgotten war relic. Most of the machine is covered in dust except for the strange panel of levers at the front of it. Oddly enough, the ground around the panel is disturbed as if someone walked here recently, perhaps in the last few years. Examine the panel. The panel has a series of gears and levers. Beneath each one is a series of scratch marks that look like they were hastily carved there with a dagger. Some bear no marks with others bear the single slash beneath them. One has an X without knowing why. You know the X lever will help you leave this place. Pull it.
Updated my journal.
It gives you an easy, gives way easily beneath your touch, and your surprise disintegrates into mist. Then touching your surprise disintegrates into mist. Then spreads to your hand, which also begins to fade from your arm. Then you are overcome with dizziness, and the walls fading out around you. What?
It's so cold here.
Ah, the fiendling girl.
There is no one who brought... Where's the one who brought you here? A place you'll never find him if you think to be asking him, he'll be needing to get through me first. Your words have passion, strength. Your words have passion, strength, and precious little reason. It gives me the strength to gut you, then I don't care. Curious. Your reason for following him here is becoming clear. Enough your chattering. If it's a fight you want, then cut. Could it be that you somehow perceive yourself as special in his eyes? If you're gonna try and get past me, then I'm gonna do it. Feeling I have watched the one you follow across many lifetimes. I know his heart, and I know there have been countless others who have felt passion for him. Of them all, you are certainly the least. You are a thing bastardized by your parents and the plains. Shut your bum box, you hear me, you? Shut your... Answer me this, and you will know, silent child. Does the one you follow matter to you?
He matters more to me than my life.
Then die.
Don't you dare. Map. Okay. I'd like to know how that worked. Still can't get in. Still can't get through. Oh no. Shit!
Don't let it end like this. Feels like I've been through a shredder.
Great power is here.
Ah, the sorcerer. I have need of you. There are creatures that must die.
Done.
Stop trying to draw symbols and run. Huge clock looks like it's partially melted into the black stone surrounding it. As you look at the clock face, you suddenly feel strange, crawling sensation worming its way through the back of your skull. You've seen a clock like this before, but not this one. There's something important about it. You don't know what it is. Leave the clock.
Updated
Shit.
my journal.
Ah, crap. Something about this. Ancient machine looks like a forgotten war relic. Perhaps last few years. Extended panel. I'll pull the
Updated
X.
my journal.
What? Examine your writing.
Updated my journal.
The message carved in the clock face looks like it was engraved with a dagger. Run, doors are lies, use cannons, then portal. Looks like the message was written in some haste. Following the message is a crude arrow pointing in the opposite direction of the long hand on the clock. Propel for X. You quickly find the X marked lever, pull it, and gives way easily beneath your touch and disintegrates. We're not going to
It is difficult to separate shadow from the darkness here. This is not a place meant for the living.
Ah, the Tanari.
So you are the spider that lies in the center of it all. I have many questions that you could answer. Your goals in this matter have not been entirely clear. My goals are not for you to know, fallen Tanari. My indulgence is all that keeps your black heart beat. My indulgence is all that keeps your black heart beating in your chest. You may leave with your life now, if you will. My heart is neither black nor do I fear my life. My companions, my friends, they are here in your fortress. I shall not leave until we are rejoined, and the man we follow has resolved this matter to a satisfactory conclusion. There is no satisfactory conclusion to this fool's errand. You will leave this place, and you shall leave your undying companion here. Fear not for his life. The only price he shall pay is the loss of memory. As gracious as your offer is, I must refuse your offer to abandon my friends. As for the small price he will pay at your hands, it is equivalent to death to him. I have traveled with this man for some time, and there are many things I do not wish him to forget. He will forget. It is his fate to remain ignorant. He will forget you, Tanari, just as he has forgotten all who have walked the path of misery with him. He exists to die, forget and die again. He is nothing. That is your judgment. The fact remains that I do not wish him to forget me, nor all that he has struggled for to reach this place. He has suffered much, and I find my sympathies lie with him rather than the arrogant creature that postures before me with fights as a coward, preferring to kill from a distance where his opponent cannot reach him. You shall not torment him. You shall torment him no longer. Tenori, perhaps you doubt my powers here in this place. My demonstration may silence your doubt.
You have done enough harm. Prepare yourself.
You are... I can forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
I'm hurt.
God damn it, game.
It's so cold here.
Ah, the fiendling girl.
He matters more to me than my life.
Then die.
This clock looks like it was partially melted. Your previous incarnation never came across this one. Ooh, that's interesting.
I'm hurt.
There we go.
Updated my journal.
You hear a roaring sound. God damn it.
Shadows.
Ah, the Githzerai. I remember him well. Submit.
I may be bested in battle, but I shall never be defeated.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
I have been here before. This time I shall never leave.
So be it.
Okay, where am I? I know how to play this game pretty well. I know how to kite an enemy. Okay, now then. I seek... I seek further information. Oh! Is it done?
Done.
Huge crystal radiates pulsing spectral light as it hovers over the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of this pulse reminds you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of the light casting a glow onto the ruined surfaces of the statues surrounding it. Touch the crystal. As you touch the crystal, there's a flash of heat, an orange-white light, then you whip your hand back. The crystal burns like the heat from Ignis's flames. From within the crystal, a sickly blue, white-blue light dances and flickers like fire. Look like I have to put you in the dead book first, Ignis. 27, 5, 6, 7. No, okay. Hope to save you, Ignis. I hope to save everybody. Huge crystal radiates a pulsing spectral light as it hovers above the crater. Touch the crystal. There's a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body and you discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal's surface. There's a moment of silence when a sharp pains splinters through your body like fractures. Feels as if your very being has been turned to ice and then shattered. Good incarnation, he has awakened. Practical incarnation, finally. I thought I would die again, waiting for him to rise. Perhaps you should still die. Never could I watch you. Thieves, you killers all. All three of you. Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all of those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I would. The two of you be silent. Let us make sure he is all right and save the arguments for later. Who are you all? By the hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation! He's useless to us now. Calm yourself. He is disoriented, as were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You old thieves! Wearing my body! My body! You will give it back! I am the limits of my patience of your howling. Be silent, or this argument avails us nothing. Give him his space. Leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully as you study him. You feel him studying you. So, it has come to this. Who are you? I will not sunder my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are of my incarnations. You made it here with my clues to guide you. We are incarnations? How is this possible? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. If there's anything I have hated about you, it's your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach the fortress, and whatever it is that waits us here was somehow able to defeat me. You will not best me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course, that's the only reason we are speaking now. I need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? What do you intend to possess me?
Updated my journal.
Yes. He glances around the spiked walls, then turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. What are you talking about? You must sunder your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. He sizes you up and again. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. And what if I choose not to sunder my will to you? You have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender surrender with me, I will refuse to surrender to you, and neither of us will ever be able to leave this place. Only one may leave, and it will not be you. Yet you came here previously, and you were defeated. Man frowns. I was taken unawares. I did not anticipate my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that is confusing. So even if I were to surrender to you, then we could still fail. Unlikely. I'm the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. This moment is the culmination of centuries of planning. Many have suffered and died for us to be here. Their sacrifices must not be in vain. The last sentence unnerves you. It is delivered like a speech, and there is no passion behind the words. I don't believe you, and I won't surrender my will to you. Then we have a dilemma. I will not surrender what I know to you. This means you will never escape this prison, and we shall never find and defeat this killer of ours, and be free of him. The man's voice becomes gentle. If you are to merge with me, however, not only can we escape this place, but we will be armed with all the knowledge I possess. We will come to this adversary, I will defeat him, and last we will know peace. I will consider it. I must know other things first. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. You are the one who led Diara here to her death. Man's eyes know. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Why did Dianara have to die? Dianara, that girl had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed for her. You see, the dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go. And neither did Dianara. I hoped she would. That woman! That ghost! The hunched man's eyes well up with a fury, and spite flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me. You were the one that killed her? The incarnation barely even glances at the howling one and merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable. He turns back to you. It wasn't out of malice, though she did become tiresome. It is that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, then get out. Why did you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative plane, material plane, to serve as a scout and try and find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long. So Dianara had to be sacrificed so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? You didn't have to kill her. He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. It is because you are weak and you did not see what was coming see some things as necessary. You dare to call me weak? You orchestrate all these grand plans for defeating the invisible enemy, and you got your ass handed to you anyway. And some poor girl has been murdered because of it. Maybe if you'd done your job the first time you were here, this wouldn't be a problem. How dare you lecture me? Women have always walked the path with us, whether Dianara or Ravel or any other woman, and they have suffered, and it was always their choice. Dianara would have died for me if I'd asked her to. There was no crime. There are other things I would know. Are you the one that taught Ignis the art? Ignis? The man stares at you, then frowns. Is that a name? Who in the hells are you talking about? You have answered my question. There are things I would know. You were the one that pried Mort off the Pillar of Skulls. Is Mort still alive? The Incarnation stares for a moment in disbelief, then starts laughing. Ha! That piking skull couldn't be trusted farther than I could throw him, claiming he had information when he didn't. Then I had to go through the torment of prying him off the Pillar of Skulls. He feigned ignorance once he was off it. The Incarnation scoffs. I humored him since he told me everything I needed from him. Feigned ignorance? Oh yes, the man smiles. Once a liar, always a liar. It takes a stronger mind than a skull to give me the laugh, though. What was his game? What more did he have to lie about? The Incarnation smirks. It is of no matter. Let the skull have his secrets. They are worthless to us. There's other things I would know. Who are these others? Actually no. Were you the responsible for the tattoos on my back? The ones I read when I woke up in the mortuary? The directions? He nods irritated. Of course, I was responsible. I knew with a chance I might fail here and lose my memories. I wanted future incarnations to benefit from some guidance, so I had the directions stitched on my back, said such things like journals. He snarls as if angry at himself. Tend to be so easily lost. The directions were kind of vague, though. Are you a fool? The Incarnation looks exasperated. The directions needed to be vague. I couldn't spell out exactly what was happening to us, so I left a signpost. What do you think would have happened if your dustmen read them? Or someone with more Brahmi, or someone even more Brahmi? How quickly do you think we would have been buried alive or cremated? Very well. What about seeking out Farad through? What about seeking Farad, though? Why him? Farad? The Incarnation thinks for a moment. Oh yes, the trash king with all the tough bloods that thought I was easy prey. He smiles slightly as if recalling the pleasant memory. After only a little bloodletting, I struck a bargain with him. He would see to it that his men found me. They would take me safely to the mortuary. And of course, I needed the eyes and the hands of his men to scour the catacombs beneath sigil for me. For the bronze sphere? Yes, I told Farad it was the only thing that would have survived his miserable life. What a sniveling little dodger he was. The incarnation smiles at you. You see, the old bastard was destined to end up the Pillar of Skulls when he died, and he was desperately trying to weasel out of it. So I told him that there was an item beneath sigil that would save him from his fate if he could only find it. But it wouldn't save him. It was just something you want him to find. Of course! It was useless to him. One cannot dodge fate so easily. He looks at you irritated. However, nothing motivates a man faster than telling him what he seeks will save his soul from eternal damnation. I intended to take it from him after he found it. It's just that searching for it myself would have taken too long. He smiles again. Why would I do it when I could have someone else hunt for me? Actually, you end up tricking me into finding it for him. Why was it so important? Important? Do you not know? The incarnation becomes silent for a moment. Do you have it with you? No, it died with Farad. Out of curiosity, what did it do? It was a dead sensory stone. The incarnation is starting through you as if something was far away. Do you know what it contained? He smiles ruefully. It held the last expression of the first of us. Then we were one man, and not a string of incarnations. His voice drops. If there's been some way to unlocking it, it would have been able to see inside of his mind. And see why this has all happened? Yes. The incarnation face has become somber. Is the answer I have always sought. Why this happened, why I become immortal, he sighs, and fear we shall never know. Third incarnation interrupts. Perhaps there are no answers in such a thing. Perhaps there never was. I don't deal in the realm of perhaps and maybe. The first incarnation sneers. I seek answers. It is what has allowed us to get this far. He looks at the third incarnation with contempt. If we had left life in your hands, we wouldn't have even a fraction of the truth we now possess. And in that truth lies power. He turns back to you. You'll realize that when we merge. We shall see, but first there's other things I would know. A lot to find out and a lot of lore, old son. Oh gosh, we're actually past our hour. More. Let's see if there's anything else. Do I escape this place? Do you still intend to fight whatever is in here? Merge with you and merge with me. We'll speak again later. So actually, yep, we are done talking to him. We've got some more questions for the other two. But, since I just realized what time we're at, gosh, I don't know what happened to Mort. I don't know what happened to Dakon, although he got stuck in a fight. Supposedly he knocked out Grace and Anna, but as to what level he knocked them out, we're not sure. And then little Weasley Mort. Much more to find out. I was thinking we're going to have a quick one today, maybe. Nope, nothing's ever quick. Should have learned that from the get-go. I got some more stuff to do. Actually, I want to try one thing really quick. Simple bronze sphere. Although the basic appearance is normal enough, it appears smell rotten cursed emanates from it. It makes your eyes water. Use. This bronze sphere is about a foot across, but it's surprisingly light and as if hollow inside. Examine the sphere. Although its basic appearance is normal enough, the sphere somehow manages to offend the rest of your senses. The texture of the sphere is just the feel of it gives you the impression that it's egg that's just about to burst open. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. To make matters worse, the faint smell of rotten custard emanates from it and it makes your eyes water. Maybe we'll find out more through the others. Maybe we'll find out more through the others and then I can use the sphere on myself. Anyways, we are going to save game here. Hopefully, we can figure out an answer to all this next time. So stay tuned for then. I will be back tomorrow evening. I also, later this evening, we are going to be on...
This is it.
Are you good? Also, later on this evening, I will be on the Unearthly podcast. We have some bad news to give, but also we are going to cover the review of the... Frel. My brain is frazzled. I can't remember the name of it now. Checking really quick outside the game here. Did I leave it here? The Dominators. Yes, we'll be covering the Dominators. But anyways, I believe I saved, so... I think the game is crashing. But anyways, that's going to be it for now. There we go. Oh, yep, it went boom. I'll see you all next time. Have a good night and see you all later. Better saved.